Martyn, let me come back to you because when we talk about young people in particular and having access or being someone who's a very attractive figure for a young generation to say, I want to listen to this man, and that's been something that's grown with you over these past 5 years. Young people and a hunger for God. What have you been noticing about Australia, about places where you've spoken of recent times? Is there something happening in young people? Because I have people on now just about every week talking about some aspect of a move of God and asking that question, is there a move of God in Australia? What's your perception?
Well, I can only speak from my experience. And one of the things that I have definitely noticed, partly because I'm closer to that generation, but also partly because I've been involved in a lot of ministry to that generation, I have noticed a hunger for what I would first call authority. They're looking for clarity. They're looking for foundations. They're looking for something that they can stake their lives on and say, this is true. This I believe, and here I stand. Because they've grown up in an environment of chaos, confusion, and uncertainty. You can simply take a question like the identity question. It's all about, well, you need to self-identify. Well, you need to look within. You need to define your passions and your feelings and your inclinations and your desires and your attributes, and you need to work it all out for yourself. And there's no right and wrong answers. You just need to go your own way, be your best self, and live out your own life. And in that is a great tyranny of just not knowing. There's no clarity. There's no left or right or up or down or right or wrong. And that is having a psychological impact on young people where they're coming up empty and they're finding that life is vacuous, and they're finding that that gospel of self, which really is a wicked inversion of the true gospel, they're finding that it is not satisfying, and there is a hunger for something solid. There's a hunger which is so strong for something that they can say, here is truth. And that's why a speaker like Dr. Jordan Peterson is so popular amongst a certain generation, because he says, I'm coming to give you the truth. He says, I'm coming to give you bedrock, and I'm quoting him. And people are going, great, here's a man who knows something, because I feel like I know nothing. And it's the same with the work we've been doing, and it's the same in the churches. It's the same with young people in Christian circles looking for foundations and looking for truth. And so it's an opportunity for us to come along and give them the right foundations, the true foundations. And those foundations ultimately point them to the saving gospel of Jesus Christ. It's not good enough just to let them go after figures like Jordan Peterson, as good as a lot of what he says is. We have to bring the truth of the gospel and the truth of God's word to these young people. And I'm telling you, is there something going on that is good, that is, we might call it something of an awakening, something of a move of God? I am suspicious that the answer to that question might be yes, amongst Generation Z in particular, which is very exciting.